This week at the House of Valentina, we're talking about the quiet luxury trend, and I have gotten in the most viral quiet luxury bag there is. I mean, this baby is sold out practically everywhere. I finally got my hands on it, but it comes at a cost, so do not worry. I have got some budget-friendly ideas for you as well. We're also gonna be touring the house a little bit, sharing how we use this quiet luxury trend throughout our home. And spring has finally sprung in our house and the garden is just starting to bloom. And we're gonna be talking about a recipe that has our house aflutter and everybody's scrambling to come and get a bite. I cannot wait to share it all with you, but you will have to stay through to the end to see it all. What is up with the whole quiet luxury thing, guys? I am telling you, people are going crazy over it. And I personally, in a way, I like the word because I like the style. I love the quiet luxury style. It's one that I feel just really resonates with my personal style. One that it's been my goal. It's something I've been working towards. It's what I want in my home. And it's what I want in my wardrobe and in my closet. So lately I've been just focusing more and more on the style and what I really want. And honestly, I think that the style is actually really European. I don't think that Europeans tend to be quite as flashy just in general. So for me, maybe that's why this style, after having lived in Europe for 10 years, it's just one that just naturally works for me, and it's one that I just naturally do. But when you think about quiet luxury, like I don't know, if you guys, have you seen a lot out there? Because I've heard from you guys, some of you have seen a lot about it and some of you have seen nothing. So quiet luxury is basically this, it's not trending. It's not a trend, guys. It's really the antithesis of trends. It's just that the word is trending, okay? So 5-10 years from now, they're gonna come up with another word that's going to describe the exact same style. So don't think of this as a trend, because I think that because it becomes a buzzword, it can make us think that these styles are gonna, go out of style. Nobody wants to buy things that they're not gonna want a year from now or 2 or 3, or at least I don't. I'm really looking for something that's long lasting, high quality. I also like things that are a little bit more pared back. So I'm gonna take you around my house and show you some of those things in my own house, because I wanna show you what my idea of quiet luxury is and how I see that displaying itself in multiple ways. I'm gonna set my cup down because I'm gonna spill it. I've been trying this new milk. It's this Ripple kind of protein milk. I'll leave a link for you. The coffee has been amazing and it really fills me up. So I don't know, it's really good. I'll try to show it to you when we get to the kitchen later, but yeah. Anyways, so I wanted to share with you some of the bags that I've ordered, because there's a few companies when it comes to fashion that are like quintessential quiet luxury. And I ordered a few bags because there's been these viral bags going around and everyone's talking about them and everyone's saying, this is quiet luxury, this is quiet luxury. And I've got them sitting here and I'm like, okay, we are gonna have some serious fun in a minute, because I'm gonna show you how you can use this style in your wardrobe, starting with the bags, because I really think that the bag, no, it's not really the bag. I mean, they start with the outfit, right? Like simple, clean lined, modern, yet classic. These are words that you would use to describe a quiet luxury style. And I think a little bit of cool factor kind of goes in there too. So I think starting with simple outfits, using like the best high quality basics, that doesn't mean that they have to necessarily be expensive, right? That's the misconception of the word luxury here, that it must mean that it's expensive. I'm gonna defy that today with what I've got, okay? I'm gonna show you the really expensive bags, and then I'm gonna show you the ones that are really, really affordable. I'm like, oh, is my hair all messed up? Guys, you gotta tell me that my hair is all messed up, okay? I can't see all this stuff. I don't know, I think I messed it up even more. We'll just put it back. Yeah, okay, it's just one of those days where I got my hair done this week and I'm on the 3rd day. So we put a little bit of dry shampoo in there and off we go. But okay, let's talk about the bag, the it bag, the one that people cannot shut up about. And I did not just get one, I got 2. two. No, definitely not keeping two. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna keep one. I am really curious to hear what you guys think about these bags. Let's get started. Okay. Let's start with the viral bag. Right now I still have all the stuffing in. I'm gonna take it out just a little bit because I don't think you would ever truly fill this to the brim. This is the Margot 17 by the row. This bag is completely sold out just about everywhere. This is the 17, the 15's even harder to find. So I managed to get this off of the row, and I will leave you links as best I can to this bag wherever I can find it, because it's literally actually sold out everywhere. People are going bat crazy over this bag, and I wanted to see it for myself, and none of our local stores have had it. It's sold out everywhere. So I thought, well, I'm eating my hair. There we go. I decided, why don't I just order it so I can see it? And you know what? It is absolutely gorgeous. I adore this bag. The color. I think this is called dark taupe. I'll have it all listed down below for you. But people are carrying them kind of like this, kind of slouchy underneath their arm. It fits over the shoulder as well. This one does not come with a crossbody strap. I think it would be too heavy if it did, quite honestly. But it is simple. It is classic. It is modern. It's pared back. It's the most amazing leather. It is so high quality. It's absolutely gorgeous. I'm just dying over it. I love the little buckles on the side, and it does say the row. I don't think the camera could even pick it up. It's on the little buckle. And otherwise, there's nothing on the outside of this bag that tells you what it is. And that's the epitome of quiet luxury. There's no logos. There's nothing blazoned across it, right? Like, you know if you know. And I have heard so many people saying that this is the it bag. This is the next Birkin. It's the dream bag. I have heard a few people say that they don't get it. And so we're allowed to say what we want, okay? Please be kind, but we're definitely allowed to express our opinions as to whether we like it or not. The thing that I think makes these bags so extraordinary is the leather. I mean, it's just breathtaking. The stitching is gorgeous. Look at this pebbled leather. Could you not just die? I absolutely love it. I really think that this is an extraordinary bag. It's perfect if you're gonna be going somewhere and you're gonna be taking your laptop, if you're gonna be going on a trip and you're gonna be traveling somewhere. This could definitely fit. Would you want to put it underneath the seat on an airplane? I don't know that I would want to do that with it. You could. This is a fraction of the cost of the Birkin bags, which is why I think that a lot of people are freaking out over it. It was more accessible until word got out that it was amazing. But inside, it's just a big open pocket. It's got a zipper, like a zipper pocket back here. It does have the logo imprinted. I don't even know if I can show you. The logo is inside in there. And it does have like a little sleeve. Let me turn it this way so you can kind of see. It's got a little sleeve here, which would be really nice for when you're traveling. But for me, I have a duffel bag that I like to travel with. I don't think that I think I would take this on an airplane maybe, but I don't think that I would do it if I was gonna be shoving it underneath the seat. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I have a duffel bag for that. But yeah, I think for like everyday use, for running errands, for going, you know, wherever you're gonna be going and be able to shove all your stuff in it, I really think that it's just absolutely gorgeous. And the color of this bag is just, I literally just want to eat it. It's so yummy. It's just delicious. I adore it. And so yeah, I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out. I can't believe I got one. But let me know if you think that this is a bag that you would find yourself using. Okay, so not only did I get this one, but then I also got the 10. I think this is the 10. And I don't want to send this one back at all. I feel like this is a bag that I would carry nonstop. It's got the crossbody strap, and I feel like it's like the right length, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I mean, this color, look at this color. So yes, I went with the same one, and the same color, that is. So the leather is the same. It's that same kind of pebbled look on it. It is beautiful. Both of these bags have feet on the bottom, which is really, really nice. So when you set it down, your leather isn't sitting right on whatever, the table or whatever, right? I feel like this is a bag I'm really debating. I don't know that I'm gonna send this back. I really, really love this bag. It's just so beautiful. It's got that, I like the straps of it. I like the fact that I can throw it over my arm. It definitely looks more like an Hermes bag. I guess the argument could be, why not go for the Hermes? The Hermes is gonna be more expensive and less accessible. So for me, I don't know. Instant gratification is awfully nice. And this one is open. Both of them have this little, let me see if I can show you. See, they've got this little strap inside where you can actually close it by pulling the little toggle through. Let me do it, and then I can show you with it done. So you can kind of see that it does actually kind of hold itself together like this. And so it just kind of bends in, and oh my gosh, it's just gorgeous. It's gorgeous. So I need to know what you guys think. What do we think? Is this the next it bag? Is this, you know, is it worth the money? Is this as good as Prada? Is this, right? Like, is this worth it? Okay, so I've got some more options for you. We're working our way down in price. Okay, we started with the viral bag, and I'm like, I still can't believe I got one. I love it. Oh my gosh. I can't stop touching it because the leather is just, it's just, I don't even know. You need, I'm gonna give you some other options for every budget. So there's gonna be something for everyone to try out, but I think that it's just extraordinary. And I like the fact that there's not gonna be pieces on it that will break, because just like with a car, you know, when they sell you a car and they're like, oh, it's got all the bells and whistles, I'm like, that's more things to break too, right? So this bag is very simple. There's no hardware that's gonna get broken or rubbed off or, you know, become loose or anything like that. It's not fussy, it's really easy. I can see why people would really love this bag, and I really love this one. Oh gosh. All right, next I went with the Prada bag, and I can't remember what this one's called. I'll put the name up on the screen for you. It is very similar to the Row bag, okay? So Row and Prada, I think they are very, very similar. Clearly, people are into this shape. So this is the 17. I think this would be closer to the 15 for the Row. It's just a little bit smaller. So this one does not come in anything right now but this brown kind of tan color and black, whereas this one comes in more colors. I love this taupe color, but I also love this one. And oh guys, I mean, this is a perfect bag for carrying your laptop, your iPad, your notebook, like all your stuff. And it is spectacular. It's a little bit more like, it's got a little bit more to it here on the sides with the gold hardware. Did they put their, no, they don't have their logo on that. The logo is just simply on the front. And then you've got a really nice big handle so that you can throw it over your shoulder, carry it kind of, again, like kind of mushed the way that, you know, the cool kids are carrying it. This is how the girls are carrying it on the runway, okay? I don't know if I would legitimately carry it like this, like I would take a photo like that, but honestly, I'm probably gonna carry it like this. This one is amazing. It's open, just like the other one was. It doesn't have any kind of closure on it at all. I still got a little bit of the stuffing down in here so you can kind of see like what it would look like if it had something in it. This one has a big zippered pocket on the inside. And just like the other one, it's got the little sleeves in here for like your phone and, you know, whatever else you want to kind of slide in there. Usually put like a lipstick in there. Let me know what you guys use those little pockets for. But yeah, I mean, I'm wondering to myself, does the Prada hold its value better? Or is the Row going to become like Hermes and some of these other brands? Like, I don't really know. I don't know the answer to that. This one has a much smoother leather. You can see The leather on this one is a lot smoother. It's not as pebbled as the other ones, but based off of the experience that I've had with my Prada bags, their leather is just absolutely incredible, and I've had no issues with mine scratching. So I would expect that this would be really durable as well. And I just know for me, I've invested in Prada and I could not be more impressed with the quality of their pieces. And so part of me is leaning towards the Prada bag simply because I just know that I will love this bag and it will be amazing and it will hold its value and it's gonna be incredible, right? But oh my gosh, there is just something so spectacular about this one. Okay, so let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you think because, right, these are all amazing quiet luxury options that I think we'd all be happy with. Okay, let me show you more though. So another bag that I bought and I have been absolutely loving is this little beauty by Coach. I can't remember the name of it. I'll put it up on the screen for you. So this one actually, let me show you the two leathers side by side. So I think part of what people are liking is actually this leather. What do you guys think? I think that sort of pebbled leather and minimal hardware, I think that that's part of the style as well. So I think too, for me, this color is one that it just looks like these colors, right? So yeah, I bought this in all three colors and I had the hardest time trying to decide which one to keep because they are all beautiful. And this is significantly less than the other bags, but the quality on the leather on the Coach bags is absolutely incredible. So I absolutely love this bag. I've got it kind of loaded up. I was running out and grabbed some makeup so I could do some touch-ups while we were gonna be out. So I have a ton of makeup and all kinds of stuff in here. I've got my Valentino wallet that easily fits in here. This one, so that it's open, but it does actually have, I have actually been keeping the little dust bag inside of there, but it does actually have a pocket in there that actually closes magnetically. So it does have a closed area and it does have a crossbody strap, but I don't know where it is because I don't usually use those. I just throw it over my arm. So I think that this is another absolutely gorgeous quiet luxury option. Really simple, really modern, really classic, timeless, has a little cool factor to it. The colors are gorgeous, minimal hardware, minimal logos. I mean, unless you just know that this is what the C is for, you know, you just know because you know. This one doesn't have the little feet on the bottom. I guess that would be one little disadvantage, but it didn't bother me. I love this one and I've been so pleased that I invested in this one. But let me show you a couple more options. If you watched last week's episode, then you saw the Songmont bags. I feel like these really, really have that quiet luxury feel. I went through each of these bags last week and gave you a whole tour of them and everything and showed them really to you. Out of these, I would say that this one has the most quiet luxury feel to it. And I was looking on the website and noticed that this one actually comes in a much larger size. So let me put these two next to each other. You can see how they definitely have a very similar feel to them. And of course, this one is a fraction of the price. All of the Songmont bags are all made with the finest European leather and they are absolutely stunning. So you can see how you can get, look at that, very, very similar in the leather feel on these. I'm really, really impressed. So I think that's where this style is really going. I think we're gonna see this a ton in our handbags, we're gonna see it in our clothing, that people are really wanting to, I think the idea of building out our wardrobes and really building upon these beautiful staples and, you know, not seeing them as basics, but seeing them as those wardrobe heroes and how it really helps you get dressed every single day and just feel amazing. Yeah, and buying things that you love for years. I think that's where trends are really moving towards. But, you know, I did hear somebody say loud luxury where, you know, things are gonna be like, it's like people are gonna push back. There's always gonna be somebody for every single style. I think that, you know, I have things with logos on them, right? I've got the little Valentino necklace. I've got the little V ring here. So, I mean, I like to have some logos. I don't think that you have to be one or the other. I think you can kind of pick, okay? I think you can choose what you really like and just go with it. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think of these quiet luxury bags. Before we run off and I start giving you a tour and get to every time I think about what I'm gonna make for you today, my mouth starts to water because it's so delicious and I haven't made it in a while. So I'm really excited about it. Before I do that, one of the things that you guys asked was to please include some makeup favorites of what I've been wearing. And so I wanted to include that as well today. So let me share that with you. I think makeup goes in with this quiet luxury trend. Do you guys think? I feel like makeup really goes with it because I think a more pared back, more natural look, even though, you know, the face is fully loaded, but we're trying to go for a more natural look. I think that goes with it too. Let me know what you think as well, because I've noticed that the girls, you know, anytime you look on Pinterest and you're looking for inspiration, everyone's talking about quiet luxury. These are not women that have big, huge false eyelashes. They're not wearing like really loud lipsticks and they don't have like big hair, right? Like it's a little bit more pared back in the hair and makeup as well. So I have a few favorites. I would say I feel like I land somewhere in between. I'm not super au naturel, but I do try to get a more natural finish and I've been moving that direction more and more. One of my favorite things that I have bought, I've got a few favorites here. I've got this amazing, amazing little palette by Hourglass. I couldn't help it. It had leopards on it. I was like, I need this. Inside is this absolutely gorgeous face palette. I have been using this so much. I use it almost every single day, and it's really convenient if you're going to be traveling as well because you've got blush, you've got bronzer, and you've got highlighter. I've been using it to death. I just really love it. I am wearing the top one. I don't know what number that is. Number 2, that's a coral haze up here on the top. And I use the bronzer pretty much every single day. I love the effect that it gives. It's just kind of a warmth on the face because of course, once you put foundation on, your skin's gonna look a little bit dull and you're not gonna have like that, you know, the contours and things. So yeah, I use the bronzer, I use the blush, and I take the little highlighter, just kind of run it down my nose a little bit, right? And just add like a little bit in here. And this formula is absolutely amazing. It's just gorgeous. The colors go with like everything I want to wear right now, and I am thrilled with this. Absolutely gorgeous. Now, when it comes to foundation, you guys have been asking me for forever, what is my go-to ride or die foundation? Let me share that with you. I think it's actually been at least 5 years. I feel like they came out with a new formula, and so I'm not sure if the name changed, but basically the equivalent to this, like this is what I've been using for years. I can't remember the last time I wasn't using it. I really can't. I think I used less beiges before that. So I just really like Chanel's foundation. I feel like it's worth the extra money. I feel like the coverage that you get is just gorgeous. I'm in my 40s, so of course I'm starting to have a little bit of some fine lines. It's starting to show a little bit of wear and tear here. I just love this. I've been so pleased. I use color B40 if that helps you. I have like I always go for like light to medium and a neutral undertone. It just always works for my skin when I go for that with these foundations, but I just absolutely love it. I couldn't be more thrilled, and I use it over and over. I have others that I use, but this is the one that stays stocked no matter what, and so yeah, I love it. Then on my eyes, I absolutely love the Chanel palettes. I don't want the little brushes to fall out here. Let me hold it like this. I love these pink palettes. I think I probably own at least 10 of the Chanel eyeshadow palettes. I just love them. I think the colors are always, they're a bit of fun, but they're really classic. Today, this is what I'm wearing, and I think that the result is just a little bit of fun, a little bit of life, brings a little bit of color to the face, but it's not like, whoa, it's not too much, it's not too intense. I used all 3 of the pink colors. I didn't use the brown today. I used the pinks a lot. I think whether you've got blue eyes, let me get you all close and all personal. I know, you're gonna see that I'm in my 40s when I get up nice and close, but you know, I think it makes the eyes really bright, really makes them kind of pop, and yeah, I love it. I think it's just gorgeous. And so yeah, pinks go with every eye color, every hair color. Everyone can wear them, whether you have dark skin or light skin. Pinks are a good option for everyone. So I'll leave the link for this one, but they did come out with a coral one. And I've been seeing lately that I've been seeing these makeup trends where they're doing like a coral look, and I'm like, Chanel just came out with it, and if I can get it before it's out of stock, I'm gonna grab it because their limited edition always sells out. So yeah, I'll leave a link for this one and the other one, and I'll report back if I actually end up getting it. But yeah, I think that they're talking about like tone on tone. So if you've got these pink colors, let me just show you. This is what I do when I'm putting together a look. It's a little bit like when I'm designing a room. I wanna make sure that everything goes really well together. So I'm gonna do a rose on rose kind of look. So let me show you. So when you take this eyeshadow and put it with this for blush and everything, like look at the colors, how they just work so beautifully together. Absolutely stunning. Then with this trend, I mean, I don't know, is it really a trend? This is what I've been doing my whole life. So I don't know, this is what I always do. And then you can see how the pink lip just goes perfectly. So it's rose on rose on rose. Everything's in the rose color. I've always done my makeup like that. So if that's not how we're supposed to be doing it, I didn't know any better. So I don't know. But yeah, these are amazing. I love the Chanel. I think this is their ultra, this was a limited edition that came with a little star. As you can tell, I have a thing for beautiful cosmetics. So I tend to go a lot of times for the limited edition ones. But yeah, I'll leave a link for this because even they come back out with the same colors in different containers, so you can always still get them. But yeah, it's just absolutely gorgeous. I love it. So I also noticed that my eyeliner, when I placed my order, I will tell you, I'm not a fan. I will tell you, I'm not as much of a fan of the Chanel eyeliners. I have a few and they just stay in my stash. Whereas this one by Westman Atelier is just about gone. I love their eyeliners. They are incredible. They are creamy and they are easily blendable. They also set, and so they're not gonna smear all over your face. And this is actually like, I've had a couple of these and I'm just not the type to get addicted to one product. I mean, it has to be really good, okay? This and Charlotte Tilbury's eyeliners, I feel like are just the best. So I need to add this to my order and get another one of these ASAP because I'm like, oh my gosh, it's just about gone. Yeah, so definitely check out the eyeliners by Westman Atelier. And then today I am wearing the Dior, I think they call it the Dior Show. Definitely get the primer. It's really good for your lashes. It's got amazing, yeah, I don't know how, it's a serum. I think that's what I love about them is that nowadays they've had lash primers for a while, but now they're putting a serum in them. So they actually condition your eyelashes. And I feel like the health of my eyelashes is so much better after switching and using a primer first. And then you end up doubling your length of use on your mascara. So at first it's a little painful because you buy 2 products at once, but it lasts twice as long. Because once you have the primer, the mascara, it just goes on really nicely. And when I first started to do it, I kept thinking I'd forgotten to put mascara on because I was like, oh no, like my eyelashes were so thin, like there wasn't a lot of product on them. My lashes looked nice and plump and everything, but they didn't feel like there was anything on them. So that's the advantage of using the primer. And I think the Dior Show mascara is just amazing. But let me know what you guys think. You guys are also asking me about the fragrances. You said you really loved seeing what fragrances I'm into. So I, a lot of times, create little cocktails with my fragrances. And lately, I have just been loving the Holy Peony by Dior. You can buy these online, and there's a couple places that do carry them. These are like, I don't know what they consider them. They're not couture, like don't be scared off by that word, but they're not sold like at Sephora, okay? So I'll leave a link for them. They are amazing. They have such a really natural smell and they sit so nicely on your skin and they are just, yeah, on another level. So I like that they don't smell perfumey. I don't know how to describe it. They just have no chemical kind of smell to them at all. And the ingredients are the finest and they're amazing. and I will splurge on these over and over. But I have to tell you, these last you a really long time. I had this one last year. Like, this is from last year. I've been using this for over a year, and I use it almost every single day. It will really last you a long time, and the Bois d'Argent it gives balance to the sweetness of the peony for me, and it adds a little bit of like a woodsy, smoky kind of smell. So yeah, I love these. But let me take you around the house for just a few minutes and share with you how I think we're doing quiet luxury in our home. And also, the pear tree is in bloom, and I'm dying to show it to you. And I need to show you the hellebore, because they are absolutely gorgeous. And I cannot believe that it is March and the hellebore are still this beautiful. So let me take you on a little tour of the garden and share with you what we're up to just a little bit. And yeah, let's have a chat. All right, come on. All right, so besides the mess that I have created right here with the bags, yeah, I think that you can kind of see in our home that we do have a more quiet luxury style. It's not ostentatious. It's not in your face. I was trying to think through what really quantifies quiet luxury, and I was thinking a lot about the furniture even, and how we chose this piece from Restoration Hardware, and how it's not a high gloss. It doesn't have really loud, busy, knobs and hardware on it. And I think that is, when you think about the home, this is what I really think about with quiet luxury. It is luxurious, right? But it doesn't feel like it's in your face. It doesn't feel like it doesn't say I'm rich. I'm expensive. I don't know. That might be up for debate. My brothers always tease me. They call me bougie. And so I don't know. Maybe I do still look expensive, but I think you guys know what I'm saying. There's less formality to it. It's a little bit, I think it's a lot more approachable. Those are words that I've been using for years to describe my own style. And so for me, having these vessels, these are actually from Zara Home. I'll leave a link and see if they're still available, or I'll leave something similar for you. But yeah, I think having that balance with the modern art, and then, just having something that's really classic and timeless, a piece like this just works over and over. And I think it's just something that will last for a lifetime, honestly, and so far beyond. And you can kind of see here where I've done the same thing with this piece. This is another one from RH, but since I've bought this, so many stores have come out with something really similar. I like to think that I've influenced that. I don't know if that's true, but I'll tell myself that, okay? But I will link up one. They've got some at our house that are similar, and they also have some on Amazon. So don't think of quiet luxury as something that just means, that you have to have a lot of money, because that's not really what it's about. It's about having, I think a lot of it's the scale of the items, like having really large books also helps to achieve this kind of style. I think the fact that it's a little bit pared back, it's approachable, all these things, just you can see how it can be done through items, whether they are a luxury product or not. Behind the sofa over here, I've got the IKEA console table, actually. So, in the pillows on the sofa, I've got a West Elm one, and then I can never remember if these are the ones from Amazon or H&M. They sell the same thing, so I'll leave them linked up. But I do think that it's not super flashy. It's really simple. It's calm. It's laid back. It's it's approachable. You can see that here. You can see it here as well on this gorgeous piece with this black oak like this. It's simple hardware again. It's tone on tone. And I think even the objects inside, I think we did a bit of a tour the other day. I can kind of open this, see if I can open it with one arm. Yeah, this one, okay. They're quite heavy, these doors. But yeah, it's not loud. It's not crystals. It's not gold and flashy. And it's collected. My little bust has fallen over. It's one of my favorites. I love these pieces. I am dreaming of going back to Africa. I cannot stop thinking about it lately, actually. So yeah, stay tuned. We're already starting to daydream about what next year's trips will be. This year's are going to be a lot of fun. But I've been thinking actually a lot about Africa lately, and my favorite place that we ever went was actually the Mandarin Oriental. We can never decide if Mandarin Oriental or the Amen Hotel in Marrakesh was our favorite. They were both so good and really quantified this idea of quiet luxury. I'll pop up some pictures for you. But yeah, I think when we think about luxury hotels, and as a designer, right, like this is what I do, is I spend time understanding styles and what people want and what that means when they say something, right? And so for me, luxury hotels have typically been very, very ostentatious. They have like in-your-face materials. It's very grand. And I think that quiet luxury can still be very grand, but there's also just something approachable about it as well. So yeah, I really love it. Oh, actually, let me take you out here. And I'm sorry, I've got on my heels today, so they're a little loud. I'll bring you out here. Hopefully the fountain isn't too loud so you can actually hear me. But yeah, quiet luxury outdoors. This is what it's all about. Look at these hellebores. Can you believe how beautiful they are? I need to get in here and take some of this out of here, but generally they are absolutely spectacular. Love, love, love them. Look at this one. This is what I look at as I'm like working out and when I wake up. And look at how beautiful these are. They're absolutely stunning, aren't they? I just got so excited about it. And then the ivy is growing like crazy in here. And is this lantana? I can't remember now. I'll leave a link for it. I love this variegated type, and we've got blooms, guys. Look at this, blooming. It's so exciting, isn't it? It's so much fun when everything starts to bloom in the garden. You can see the new growth on the boxwoods, that bright green coming in. Right now, the lemon tree, the blossoms are now gone, and the first little signs of new lemons are starting to kind of form on here. So yeah, really, really exciting times. And then I've got some of the blue spruce still out here, but I think as the temperatures get a little bit warmer, we'll definitely get out here and plant some more, I like to have like container garden. I like strawberries and herbs. So we will definitely have all of that coming soon. It's so exciting, isn't it? I love it. But yeah, we've got it in a quote on the backyard, and we're not far enough along to like really walk you through yet because the quote was really high. So we're going to work through and see if we can pull it back a little bit. But yeah, overall, just really pleased. The deck is just, no matter how many times it's been restained and redone, it's still just, it's a little bit grimy, and yeah, we want to replace it. But let me take you back here. Look at my thyme. It's got new growth on it. Look at this. Survived the winter outside. Absolutely amazing. And then over here, we did a little cleanup. It was raining last night. I'll come back and clean up later. These are the hellebores that we bought when we went out with my mom. Do you guys remember when we went to Scottsdale Farms in January? It was January like 10th. And we got these hellebores, and they are spectacular. I think that going with bigger ones like this really helped because they just seem to be lasting even more. And wow, I just love them. Yeah, and even the rosemary actually has done really well here, which usually it likes being in more sun, but it's done pretty well here as well. And then, I don't know, because of my shoes, I didn't grab my outdoor shoes. Nope, I'm just going to tiptoe out here and show you. No heel down in that mud. Let me show you the camellias blooming. I mean, how beautiful are the camellias? Absolutely spectacular. And those have really lasted a long time. And you can kind of see from here, I'm not going to get into the mud, where the pear tree is starting to bloom. I mean, wow, what a moment. What a moment. Oh, look at this. Even the laurel has blooms coming in. So yeah. Oh, I can see some. We're going to have to do a full garden tour, aren't we? It's kind of, gone awry because we've been waiting to put stuff in, but you can see even the blueberry bushes are starting to get blooms. So you can see where Landon has been out here playing with his soccer net and it's not green out here at all. It's not really all that great at the moment, but that's what it's like. It'll all start to bloom soon and everything will be gorgeous, and we're gonna have a whole new plan for this garden. So yeah, hopefully that will be happening this year. Well, there you go. First signs of spring at the house of Valentina. It is such an exciting time. We're just having, it's just honestly like seeing the world just come alive like this and feeling like there's just something new and exciting on the horizon. It just thrills me so much. And thinking about planning trips and going on vacations, like all of that has got me so pumped. So at the moment, I have been obsessively thinking about going back to Africa and dreaming about going back to Marrakesh. And one of the things that, from having lived there, that we ate all the time is something called zalouk. And it's this amazing little tomato eggplant dip. And I'm just gonna make it with you. It's really easy to make, and I thought we could make it together so I can show you. It's really healthy. It's really simple, but it's delicious, and you can serve it. You can serve it with bread. You can serve it with meat. I mean, it's crazy good. So let's go in the kitchen and I'll show you how to make it. All right, so zalouk is super easy to make. The first thing you want to do is just slice your eggplant in half, pop it open like this. Of course, make sure you have washed it and patted it dry. And then we're just gonna cut them open like this. We're gonna set these face up basically on here and just drizzle a little bit of olive oil over these. And then we're just gonna pop them in the oven and let it roast. And this is so quick and easy, I love it. All right, so next up we have our 2 tomatoes. Now Jack went all in and got us these really pretty heirloom tomatoes, but you can use just regular tomatoes with this. I'm gonna chop these up, and I'm also going to mince 4 cloves of garlic, and we're gonna get all of this into a pan onto the stovetop with some olive oil. I've got some paprika, some cumin, and a little tomato paste, and we're gonna make this really yummy, tasty, savory dip that you guys are gonna absolutely love. Let's go. All right, look at that eggplant. I've let it mostly cool. It's still a little hot, a little bit impatient because I'm so excited about eating this and my tummy is grumbling. Eggplant is such an amazing ingredient. I'm just peeling the peel right off the outside of this. It's so good because I don't know if you know this, but it's actually in the potato and tomato family, and it is loaded with potassium and B6, which of course is all good. It's almost too hot for me to do this, but basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull the outside peel off of it. So all we have left is the inside. I'm gonna stick it in this bowl and mush it up with the fork. Really, really simple. Wowzers, is this ever amazing or what? Oh my Okay, so I know what you're thinking. Eggplant, ew. Tomatoes, cumin, paprika. What is this girl doing to us? Okay, I am telling you, if you had told me before I ate this that it had eggplant in it, I would have told you I hate eggplant. I've tried eggplant so many different ways, and I honestly have a really hard time eating it, okay? But in this recipe, it's unlike anything you've ever had. You just have to try it. And I think a lot of people, this is my experience, when I tell people that I've made them something from Morocco, that it came from Africa, they kind of get a little freaked out. It feels a little too foreign, and they're a little bit afraid of it. Okay, so if you're one of those people, you really need to try this recipe because it is delicious. And Haley just came down because she could smell how good it smelled. And she was like, what is that? I'm like, I made Zaluk. And she was like, please tell me I get to eat that. I was like, absolutely. So she was in her pajamas. She wanted to not be in her jammies on the video. I respect it, okay? I think she looked really cute. But yeah, she's running down in just a minute to have some of this with me. So I am just going to take a little tear of bread. In Morocco, they do eat a lot of times with bread and then just kind of put it on here like this. I'm so excited about eating this. I think I'm gonna cry. Okay, that's a really big bite. Okay, we're going for it. Guys, the flavor in this is just insane. It's so good. It's rich. It's hearty. If you like Tex-Mex, if you like Italian, you should try this because I really think you're gonna love it. And it's just something different. It's something new that you can add, and it's just something that I think you're gonna really love. So I'm gonna try to put away a bunch of this before everyone in the house starts returning and wanting to have theirs. So yeah, you can serve this at a party and you can eat the whole bowl all by yourself. But either way, I think you're gonna love it. So I'm gonna leave the link for the recipe down below in the show notes for you if you wanna try it out. And I will leave the links for the other items I've shared with you throughout the video. Make sure you hit subscribe because in the next couple weeks, spring is gonna be in full bloom and hopefully we're gonna be sharing with you a full garden tour, sharing with you what the new plan is going to be. There's gonna be some serious stuff going on around here and I don't want you to miss out. But thank you for joining me for today. I hope you've had as much fun as I have. And cheers, I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Yum. Eat this with a spoon. Maybe I will.